I'm David Johnson with Johnson Nursery.
I'm Karen Root. I'm the designer of these gardens and the head horticulturist.
And we have endured the last 6 weeks of horrendous heat. It about did me in.
And water.
And
water.
Lack of water.
And then too
much water. And so I barely made it. You're pretty tough. You made it. But we're here today to show you what plants made it.
Despite everything else. And that's what we want in our gardens. We want the plants that no matter what happens, they're going to still hold up and they're going to do their best to shine.
So it's been a tough last 8 weeks, but a few plants have just thrived. And here's an old standby. This is Rudbeckia fulgida.
Yes.
Goldsturm. This is one of this Rudbeckia. It's been around forever, but good thing, right? It's worthy.
And it's one of the plants that has been in this exact spot for years.
That's right.
And we have done nothing to it this year. And look at how it came out of the ground and how it's held up to all of the heat and all of the water. It is a real winner. There's lots of new cultivars.
That's right.
This is one that's an oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but goodie. Let's look at a few more.
Okay. One of the things we always like to talk about in this garden is the combination of colors and textures. I know that Liripe variegata is an old-timey plant, but look at the way that it kind of defines and outlines the garden and provides a solid basis of comparison between what's behind it. And then right next to it, we've got sedum lemon coral. Sedum doesn't usually do well with a lot of rain, and this sedum just keeps going. It will take almost any conditions you give it. It will take slight shade, it will take full sun, and obviously it takes a lot of water. Right next to it for another great color contrast is begonia top hat. And begonia top hat is just one of the winning begonias. It's standing tall. We really don't have to worry or fuss about it in the garden. And that color contrast is just a real winning for us.
It has been, all these plants have been tough as nails. Like everything else, it's still looking good. It's been through the heat and the rain, and lately excessive rain. But then these will look good all the way until Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's one of the plants that we'll always have in the garden as begonia.
Absolutely.
Top hat series. It's
yes.
Great.
There's a few more to go.
Okay.
Toughest plant, sun or shade, is Coleus. These are amazing. This particular one, which one is it, Karen?
This is Talavera Moondust.
All right.
And I want to make sure everybody understands that we have tagged everything with a description in the garden. We think our tags are big enough that you can see them and you'll be able to get the information you need of what we're growing. And then you can see that this is what I want in my garden.
Because the problem is we only have 30 cultivars of Coleus, so who can keep them straight?
Exactly.
I can't. I need that tag. But right behind it is Hydrangea arborescens incredible. And what's cool about this one, it was beautiful way back in April, May.
Absolutely.
And now it's already finished its beauty, I guess, but the faded flower is fantastic. That is not true of all hydrangeas. So Hydrangea incredible is one that's beautiful, and then after it finishes its prime white color, it fades to a beautiful off-white. Highly recommend it.
And it's called incredible. Put your hand up there on that flower. That's why, because the flower is so big. It's just a winner in any garden. This is another of the really pretty things that we've put together in this garden. As you walk in, this is what you see. You're looking at the silver, the lamb's ear, the azalea, the yellow of the Nephophia, the Coleus, and in the back is one of your favorite hydrangeas.
This is Hydrangea pufferfish. It's a paniculata. There are lots of paniculatas. This one bloomed earliest, and it's fading to an off-white. It's really nice. A lot of these paniculatas are fading to brown or black. Not so exciting. This is beautiful, and it's going to be nice for a long time. We may cut some of these flowers off, get it to regenerate another set of blooms. So great combinations. Karen does a great job with this whole landscape. It's good. And this is Nephophia glow stick. It's a non-branded black pot Nephophia. It's one of the best ones. While we're on hydrangeas, this is a macrophylla. Typically the macrophyllas are done. Some of them even have, the foliage is starting to have that bacterial leaf spot. This one from Prudent Winters is called Skyview. I've been so impressed. Beautiful blooms, but again, like the other two, look how the blooms have faded. We got a tough decision. Do we cut these off and get them to rebloom, which they will, or do we just enjoy what we have on here now. Karen, what are we going to do?
Well, your suggestion last year is we cut them all off, and I was looking at this beautiful color saying, what? What do you want to do that for?
I don't know.
But we did cut them off, and the whole plant rebloomed, and we can already see the different new blooms that are coming. So that's something we will decide now that it stopped raining, at least for a short term, what exactly we're going to do with this.
So Skyview may be one of the best macrophyllus, but then walk across the path and there's more excitement.
Exactly. One of the things, again, with a color contrast, we've got So Sweet. So for everyone that likes early spring color, So Sweet was a Hosta of the Year several years ago. It is the first hosta out of the ground in the spring. And just look at the flowers. And when you look at the foliage, there is not one hole in that foliage. We do nothing to this hosta, absolutely nothing. And it's breathtakingly beautiful. And then in contrast with this green and white variegation, we've got Carex everest on the other side of the path. And I love that contrast of the thin, narrow leaves with the big, broad leaves with the white variegation on the end. And the flowers are fragrant. It's a real winner. We have another color combination here. Carex is one of my favorite plants. It's low growing, it's evergreen, or ever yellow in this case, because this is Carex everillo. But it looks beautiful all year round. What more can you ask out about a plant? Hyracomeles is behind it, so you've got the dark green against this yellow. And then right next to it, we have a Coleus, and the edge has that same yellow variegation. So in other words, another great color combination with the yellow of the daisies right next to it.
And then we've got an azalea, one of the encores called Autumn Chiffon, and this is August, and it's blooming. So that's what they tell us. Encore means they're going to bloom for a long time. They're stunning. So great combination. Again, this is August, and our gardens still look great.
What we're doing right here is we're talking about the Loropetalum jazz hands bold. I love that dark foliage. This one is going to get to be 4 or 5 feet tall, but I wanted it to contrast with the elephant ear Mojito. And again, here is a begonia top hat series, but it's pink this time. So love the color combination. What do you think about the elephant ear?
Well, this is Clocasia. The leaves point down. This is one of our trials this year. So as some of you may know, we have a lot of plants in trial and not many of them make it into production, but this one will make it. This is one of our favorite Colocasias called Mojito. Look at these beautiful leaves. They're just stunningly variegated. So again, this is one of the ones that made it. There's about 5 new ones for next year. So keep listening and we'll be promoting some other great plants also.
We're talking again about color contrast, and the Ipomoea, this one is Carolina Medusa Black, and it actually grows in a full circle that stays very controlled. For those of you who know Ipomoea, sometimes it just kind of runs all over the place. This one stays controlled. Love the color, love the variegation of the lighter green, and then right behind it is what, David?
This is Feather Falls, another Carex. We've seen, I think, 3 or 4 today. There's so many great ones. This is a big one. This one gets, what, 3 feet?
At least 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide, but it's good. Winter, summer, it always looks perfect.
That's right. And like the Carex, the Ipomoea, or you call it Ipomoea.
It depends on where you come from as to what you call it.
I come from Willard. I don't know what I'm supposed to call it. But so many great cultivars of Ipomoea. This one, like Karen said, is a little easier to control than some of the others. And here we have a grass. Karen plants so many great grasses here. Tell us about this one.
This one is Cassian. So it's a Penacetum, and I love the way it flowers. It does best if it's in full sun, but look at all of those plumes, and they blow in the breeze and just look absolutely stunning over anything that you have planted in contrast to it.
And you've used this in so many good combinations out in the garden. It plays well with just about everybody, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
This one's a little new for us. It's the genus isn't. This is
the Diva series.
Of what?
Scaevola.
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 All right, that may be cut out. We'll find out. But that's Scaevola, and we've got lots of them. But this year, this one is a standout. This is the Diva series. What do you think?
It is amazing. It comes in the white right here, it comes in blue, and it also comes in pink, but it has held up so well.
That's right.
Scaevola has historically held up well for us, but I love this new series. It's a little bit smaller flower, but it still looks great in mass, and it has held up. You can see where the individual plantings were, but they have all kind of melded together.
It's great. Again, it's held up in this 100-degree weather, and right behind it is another really tough one called Helianthus. This is a type of sunflower. There's several to choose from. This one is Sunfinity. Very impressed. It's nice and compact. It's been in bloom for probably 8 weeks.
At least, and what I like about it is the dead flowers don't show so much on some of these. You can see the dead and they need deadheading. Well, deadheading takes a lot of extra work if you have a big garden. This one, you don't even see the dead flowers. Everything comes out fresh and new, and it just looks beautiful.
And we're going to end on Aameia Shadowland. This is a new one from Proven Winners for 2026. I liked it right out of the gate. It's a beautiful contrast. What do you think about this one?
I think it is absolutely excellent. We've had so many new ones. Some of them we like, some of them we don't. But the color variegation in this one is, again, a little bit different.
Right.
That's why I would like it, because it's a little bit different. And again, controlled. It's not running all over the place.
So thanks for watching this. Again, this is early August. What is the date? The 5th, 6th? I don't even know.
It's the 7th.
The 7th, all right. This is August 7th, but come back and check again. Just come to the gardens whenever you can. Take a look for yourself. We probably covered, what, a fourth of the gardens today?
Not even that, I don't think. But the whole point is you can see what has done well. If it has done well for us here with a little maintenance, because we are always trying to make it look perfect, but come see what is held up in the heat and with all the rain, etc.
Very good. Well, thank you, Karen, for being a part of this, and thank you all for watching.